Stewardship Update with Joe Brinkley and Don Cronkite.
Welcome once again to United Church's Stewardship Update. During the COVID pandemic, we've adapted to gathering on Zoom, and it's allowed members that have moved away to get involved again. Ellen Davis has even been helping out with Sunday school from her home in Virginia. And even though she won't be able to help out with this year's stewardship campaign, as she has done in previous years.
In other local news, anonymous sources have reported recent sightings of ghosts in our church. Upon further investigation and photographic enhancement, the Stewardship Update team has determined these ghosts to be Don Thompson walking very fast while doing a routine inspection of the facility. And speaking of the United Church, the Stewardship Drive is almost over. Last week, church officials report that the pledge and time and talent sheets were emailed to most members, and the officials request that members check their email boxes. However, if you get the church newsletter in the US mail, your pledge sheet should come that way instead. If you didn't receive the forms, you can download them from the UCUP website at ucup.org/give. Next Sunday is Thankful Sunday, and it will be time to turn in your pledges. With no in-church services this year, the Stewardship Committee will be setting up a drive-by drop-off booth for the pledges in the church parking lot between noon and 5 p.m. on Sunday. Please stop by with your pledges. The committee is also operating a food drive for My Sister's Pantry at the same time and location, so you can donate food items as well. If you can't make the drop-off booth next Sunday, you can drop off your pledges and your food items at the church earlier in the week, or you can mail your pledge sheet to the church office, but please do so by Monday, November 23rd. Our reporters have talked to My Sister's Pantry and report that they are in desperate need of canned vegetables, chili, fruit juice, peanut butter, soup, tomato products, pasta, and rice.
Thank you, Joe, for that important reminder. Now we will go to our special Stewardship Update correspondent, Jana Hosanna Anadana, for her weekly commentary.
Well, folks, here we are, the end of another stewardship journey in United Church in University Place. Today, I, Jana Hosanna Anadana, have asked one of our special guests to return and conduct the latest interview of our 2020 program. May I introduce once again, Unabashed Joy. Thank you, Jana Hosanna Anadana, for the invitation and the welcome. It's wonderful to be surrounded by such a joyful congregation. This Sunday, I have the privilege to introduce and interview our very own charismatic, charming, and somewhat cheeky church lady. You were the popular choice for today's stewardship moment, church lady. How does that make you feel?
Well, isn't that just special? First, I must say I'm very pleased to be here. My televised series of Church Chat has not yet gone virtual, so it's good to share your Zoom space and speak directly to the people.
And we joyously appreciate your virtual presence with us. We've been told you personify the very essence of churchiness. Will you please channel some of your great church chat wisdom toward us?
Certainly. Happy to enlighten you. I do have some experience with churchly matters. Don't take the word chat for granted. My church chats are not simply chatter. And I am not, if you can believe it, a chatterbox.
Oh, of course not. We can see you are a cheerful champion of cherished church tradition. So what are your thoughts and your advice about our stewardship activity and responses, especially while we are navigating these difficult, uncertain times?
Well, I have a little different view than I did back during my church chat days. Of course, church lady may have been hitting the Holy Spirits just a wee bit too much. and I was focused a little bit too much on Satan. Church lady knows better now. We're here all to celebrate God's grace in our lives and especially in our church. So have you thought about the many wonderful things you can do for the church? Some of you have smiles that warm the hearts of others on Sunday mornings. Some of you tackle the tedious and tireless work of church committees, so very vital to our life. And some of you heave your lusting, sinful thoughts of fornicating out of Satan's hands. Sorry. Church lady means devote time during the week to prayer for our church, for our congregation, and for our wonderful pastor and staff. What can you do? Devote time to the church when you are asked, or when you can volunteer, do so to fill a need. Here is the list of who has volunteered and who is still wasting their time with Satan. Church lady means those who haven't signed up yet. The life of our church is like a 1,000-piece jigsaw puzzle. Every one of us has a piece or pieces to bring to the table. Sometimes in our life, we have just one piece. Remember, no puzzle is complete without that one piece. Whatever you bring, even if it means being on the stewardship committee, your piece is important. And remember, it does not say in the Bible, God helps those who help themselves. Take care of each other with your prayers, your talents, your time, and your money, which is, of course, rooted in Satan. Oh, mercy me, church lady forgot for a moment. Give everything you can. Love God, and remember, pray.
Well, that was a lesson to remember. It was a whole new level of joy, a testament to your church chat credentials and stewardship knowledge. You've inspired me to acknowledge my commitment to the ministry and mission of our church with a joy-filled heart, united in love and united to serve. Church lady, you are enlightenment personified.
Thank you. Folks, glad to be here and share your Zoom room. Now, sit up straight, put your heels together, take a deep breath, and pray. Thanks be to God. And don't forget your mask.
Well, wasn't that special? I, Jana Hosanna Anadana, certainly believe it was. Kudos to Unabashed Joy for that great interview, and a shout out to our cheeky, charming church lady for that spirited stewardship message. Thanks to all you folks for enduring the frivolity of Jana Hosanna Anadana for the last few weeks. My apologies to you, but once again, we have received a gift from our Sunday morning interview encounters. First, we received the gift of joy, then the gift of gold, and last week, the gift of music. Today, we've been offered the lessons of giving and praying, gifts that we share with one another through stewardship. I, Jana Hosanna Anadana, am very, very grateful for those blessings. Thank you, folks.
Thank you, Jana Hosanna Dana, for bringing us another insightful and joyful stewardship message.
Live from United Church, it's Stewardship Time.